How to schedule a job. Even the simplest manufacturing pellet must know when to start an operation for the parts to be available. And it's really important because it will give you the information how long the product will be available, so the customer will know the information at the first when they make the requirement or make the order. Please understand this exercise that a company operates the single machines in 16 hours per day. Maybe it's about 2 shifts per day, 5 days per week. The machines perform at 90%. The 10 information shown in the table. So how many days product will be finished? How if the customer wants it in 10 days? Firstly, we have to understand that the backlog job here is for the product A, B, C, and D. Hours per product is 5 hours per 1,000 product, 2 hours per 1,000 product, 4 hours per 1,000 product, and 3 hours per 1,000 product. And the unit required for the product A is 5,000, 10,000 for product C, product B and 25,000 for product C, and 40,000 for product D. So how many hours required? The simple calculation is like this. Now we have the hours required. For the first job, for the A job, the hours required is 27,8, where it is come from 5 times 5 divided by 90%. 5 by 5 here, it is the 5 because it is only for the 1,000, but it is the 5,000, so we have to divide it, the 5,000 divided by 1,000, so it will be 5. And hours is 5 and divided by the performance 90%, so it will be 27,8, and you can use the same way to find the other one. And the backlog cumulative here is by summing from the 27,8 plus 22,2 and so on. So like you have the cumulative hour here, that the total hours is 294,4 hours. And in the backlog or in the days, so we have to calculate this right by dividing the 24 hours in a day. Or I'm sorry, I mean that's dividing by the 16 hours in a working day available in this company. So we have the total backlog days here is 18,4 days. So it means that the product will be finished in 18,4 days. So it cannot be finished less than 10 days. And the second problem here, how is the customer wants it in 10 days? So we have to consider to find another solution here, and I will try to find another solution here by adding the machine, because we are working in a single machine here, so I want to add another machine. So we will working by using 2 machines. Here for the new scenario, we are using the 2 machines to meet the customer requirement, and we will check how many bulk backlog in a days. Is it meet the requirement less than 10 days, or it can. So because we are using the 2 machines, so the hours to achieve the 1,000 here is only 2,5 or 2.5, and here is 1 hours and 2 hours in 1.5 hours. We will get 1,000 hours. Unit requirement is still the same because we don't change anything. We only adding the machine. Only add 1 machine others. So how many hours required? We can use the same calculation as the previous. Now we obtained all of the hours required. The 13,8 hours required for the product A, 11,1, 55,56, and 66,67 hours required for the product D. And then for the backlog cumulative, by adding or summing all of this, now we have the backlog cumulative hours, and now we are trying to convert to the backlog on days. Okay, now we can check that the backlog days here is only 9,2, and it meets the requirement of the customer that it is have to less than 10 days. So by using the two machines, we will meet the customer requirement. And if you want to another scenario, you can change this one. Maybe you want to change the number of shifts. Maybe you want to use 3 shifts, so it's mean that you 20 hours, or maybe you want to add a number of employees, depend on you. But in this case, I only give the explanation and the example for you how we can achieve the requirements of the customer. That's all. Thank you.